Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about something serious. As you all know, I am pregnant. I'm about 15 weeks and a day now. But there's a problem that I'm facing right now, and it's really hard for me to talk about it right now, but I'm going to be talking about why I'm not going to work at Whataburger anymore. And in this video, I will not be disclosing any names or anything. But, basically, I'm going to be talking about why I'm not going to work there anymore and why I'm struggling right now because of what they're doing to me right now. So, ever since I started working there, I've been having problems with managers, and one of them was targeting me, and I know she was for a fact targeting me because whenever I was going to do my tasks that I was provided with, she would like come over and double check that I was doing it right when I was trained really well. I was a front counter person and I really loved my job. So, I don't know why she was like doing all of that. Maybe it's because she didn't like me, or maybe it's the fact that I wanted to become a manager to make more money. But I one day I was working at the front counter and it was really busy. I couldn't leave to go to the back, right? And all of a sudden, she comes with 10 little stickers for cinnamon roll labels, right? And she asked me, why did I make these and why did I make too many? And she was basically just blaming it on me. She gave them to me, and I guess this is where I messed up, but I later that night when I went home, I even tried to explain myself to her, and she was like, "Nah, no back talk, no attitude." And I was just like, "Does this happen to the other employees?" And the girl at front counter, she was telling me how that specific manager is always like that, right? And that she's been having trouble with her too. And I felt really bad, and I told her she should speak up for herself because I'm the type to actually speak up for myself, and when the situation is very wrong, it's just in the right moment to just speak up for yourself. But she didn't want to speak up for herself. She was like, just don't say anything, just let her do her thing cuz it's a risk of your job. Okay? She is the type, like, she's really quiet, but a lot of people mess with her, and that manager was one of them. That manager was also preying on the younger girls to, like, make her job more easier for her, I guess. But, basically, back to what I was saying, she gave me the labels. It was 10, and it was 4 cinnamon rolls, but that day, it was so busy, I wasn't even able to leave the front counter, right? And after that, I just, I looked at the initials at the bottom, because when we do the labels, we have to put our initials. So, like, my initials are AD, and the first letter of your first name and the last letter of your last name. The first letter of your last name, sorry. But basically the initials down there was her initials, and the only reason I know that is because there's an app with all of the employees on it. It's called Workday. And you can go and see everyone's name, and It was in fact her initials. So she was trying to frame me. I eventually went to another manager. It was a guy. He just became a manager. And I think they were trying to cover for her because they know she's done a lot of bad things. And I know a few people who despise her because she treats everyone so terribly. And I also know a few things about her. So basically, I went to this manager with the labels and I told him, hey, this manager came up to me and gave me these labels. They're not even my labels because they sorry. They have her initials, and I specifically told him the manager's name. And he was like, oh, okay. And he took the labels and threw them in the trash. Yeah, he threw them in the trash to cover for her. And at that point, I was really frustrated. I really wanted to report her, but I didn't know who to call or like what to do because me and her had an ongoing problem. I don't know what was her problem, but she just didn't like me. And maybe it's the fact because I was a hard worker. I love working. Literally, that's the only thing I did. I made sure to do everything. I made sure to do labels. I made sure we had enough things for the front. You know the drink stations and stuff? How they have that like little ice tray? I made sure that that little ice tray was emptied out in the sink and rinsed off. I made sure that the lobby was clean and not a mess. I was the only one keeping that whole lobby clean. Literally, every time I came in for my shift, morning shift, would not even have the place clean. Like, there was trash all over the floor. And when when morning shift left, they left it a mess for me to clean. They didn't want to do any work. And I was over here doing everything for them. Everything. And that's a claim that I'm going to stick to because, you know, I'm a hard worker. I work for the money that I earn. And if I work for you, I'm going to, you know, fully work for you. I'm not going to half, I can't cuss, but, not going to half-ass that shit because personally, that's just not me. That is not me. I work hard for the money that I earn, and I make sure to put in the work because obviously I don't want to get fired. But in the end, we kept having issues, and she kept also having issues with other employees. And eventually, another girl at front counter, like a new girl, she's one of my friends, she came in, and we were sticking together, and she did not put up with that manager's BS. Okay? She was a total baddie. And eventually, that manager put her hand on the other front counter girlie, and she did not take that lightly. She looked over on her arm, and she said, "Why are you touching me? Get your hands off of me." And then the manager who I was talking about, she takes her arm away, and she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." Like, she's very touchy, and that's just not okay. Like, sometimes she would, like, you know, brush past me and stuff, and it was uncomfortable, really. And also, she would make claims on me, and sometimes she would pull me into the office just to yell at me because I talked back. Okay? Like, I'm gonna defend myself. I'm gonna defend myself from toxic people like you because I'm not taking anyone's shit. I come here to work. I come here to work and not make friends, okay? And basically, one day, I went on my break. And then, after I went on my break, I came back, but I had to use the restroom before coming back. Because, you know, that's a rule that they made. And so I was like 2 minutes late to clock back in with my fingerprint. And then I had to wait 30 minutes. I kept calling, "Can I get a manager up front? I need a fingerprint, please." Even the lady who was standing next to me kept calling for a manager. I waited 30 minutes. At that point, I was mad because they heard me calling for them, and I'm not going to work while I'm off the clock. So I just waited. I kept calling for a manager. I just waited and called for a manager. 30 minutes later, the rude manager comes, the lady I was talking about. And she was like, "Oh, well, I thought the other manager got to you already. If that was the case, why was I still calling for a manager?" So I told her at that point, "You know what? Just close my drawer out, and so I can clock out. Close my drawer out because I'm not staying here, and I'm not going to work if you're wasting my time and taking my money." That's basically how I said it. And she got mad. She got really mad because I spoke up for myself. And I told her, "Well, I'm going to go home because this is unbelievable. I'm mad, and I had to wait 30 minutes. That's money off me. That's money and time. Like, come on, be for real. My check was low, and I had to pay bills." And she had the audacity to pull me into the office and tell me, "Well, if you're not going to work, then you can go home." But the thing is, I couldn't go home because she wouldn't close me out. So if I walked out, she could have wrote me up, and I wouldn't care if she wrote me up. But basically, that's what happened. I told her, "Just close me out because I'm going home, and I'm not dealing with this tonight." And she was like, "What's with the attitude?" And I said, "Well, you made me wait for 30 minutes. That's money and time. And you expect me to continue to work with you after you disrespected me multiple times." And she was like, "Well, I don't know what's with your attitude, and nobody disrespected you, and I don't know what's your problem with me, and this and that." And I was like, "We don't have to discuss this. Especially not with someone, another manager in here. I don't feel comfortable with that." So, basically, I went home, and I was really angry. I was really frustrated. This job has stressed me out a lot, and I never talked to anyone about this, but they always wanted me to work late at night. So, I barely got any sleep, and I couldn't even finish my schoolwork. So, in the end, I ended up dropping out because of my job. And that was one of the worst mistakes I could ever do. But it happened. And it made me really upset because they were overworking me. And not only that, at the time I was going through a lot. I was really going through a lot because I was dealing with the breakup and other things. Like, it was hard for me. And, like, I don't understand what their problem was with me, but it really affected me mentally. And honestly, they didn't even care. Even now, like, I'm having problems with them still. And it's just become a struggle to the point where I can't even get the stuff I need for my baby. So yesterday, well, first I'm going to start from the beginning. After I felt like that job was like doing too much to me and stressing me out way too much, I had quit. And then I found out I was pregnant, and then I quit. because I knew that the environment there was going to be way too stressful on me. And I still have people who, work there and stuff, and they had told me stuff like that bad manager was getting drugs from another employee there. And that's why she was always so hyper and stuff. And also, there's another girl, another employee there, morning shift. She's also getting some of the same drugs from that other employee from that job. That's another thing I heard from one of my friends, and they're watching her really close. And just recently, she got a security guard fired. She got a security guard fired. And the thing is, that store is government owned stuff. Yeah. And not only that, but the thing is, she has problems with everyone. And most of the managers cover for her. And they make sure, like, she's not, like, it's not okay. It's not okay to do that to someone. They know that she's intentionally doing that to some of the employees. And, like, it's not okay. She's been reported multiple times. Nothing has been done to her. It's like, this is crazy. It's like the government is covering for her, and the managers in that whole entire establishment is covering for her stuff too. Like, that's not okay. And then they wonder why they don't have any employees, because most of them quit. Most of them quit because of how, like, stressful and toxic the environment is. And then she preys on the younger ones. She tries to get some of the people onto her side, and then she uses them to get other people fired. Like, that's just not okay. And the fact that it's still happening, it shouldn't be happening. It shouldn't. And so after I quit, I went to the Texas Human Resources office so I can get my food stamps for my baby. It was like a few months after I quit, but like 2 months after I quit. Basically, they told me that I need proof of employment. And because it says that I'm still working at Whataburger. And I was like, well, I quit like a few months ago. My name shouldn't still be showing up on their system. They were supposed to terminate me. I'll have to go check with the Whataburger. And once I went in there with the papers for the proof of employment, they said that they couldn't handle it because they don't want to do any misinformation, and that I'll have to call HR. They gave me 2 numbers, and both of them were not even real numbers that I could call. Both of them, like, they said, so the call was like, you have reached the Whataburger hotline or something like that. All agents are unavailable right now. Please call back later, or you'll receive like a voicemail or something later. Okay? And then it hangs up on you automatically. You can't even leave a voicemail. So that's how I knew the phone numbers were wrong. And Not only that, I still haven't gotten my food stamps for my baby because they're non-compliant. And when I went up there and talked to them about it, like, hey, why am I still in your system? I quit. Y'all were supposed to terminate me. They said, oh, we forgot. How can you forget? I haven't been working for you in, like, how long? Like a month or two? And they had the audacity to tell me, oh, we forgot. No, you can't just forget something like that, especially if it's one of your employees. Then, that same day, they said, okay, we'll go and terminate your contract now. And they did. So now I'm not able to get into Workday, and now I don't have an account with them anymore, right? And this is the part where it stresses me out the most because I really need those food stamps for my baby. And I don't know what I'm gonna do because I'm stressing out and like it's painful for me because I have to go through this and I feel like I'm alone. So I went to Whataburger again on this Monday. And this time it was for something different. I was supposed to get my W-2s in January, towards the end of January. I was supposed to get it in the mail. Okay? And they sent it to the wrong address. So like now I'm worrying about like my taxes and stuff, and I can't even get it done. Like that's important. That's really important. It's so important to me because I'm pregnant now and I have a baby on the way. And now I have to worry if someone else got my W-2s with the taxes and stuff. So like I'm over here stressing, and I went to Whataburger on Monday and I asked them if they can print out my W-2s. Because my friend got hers printed out there. She got hers printed out there, right? So I went and I asked them, can you print out my W-2s? Because I didn't get mine in the mail and I really need them for my taxes this year. They said, no, we can't do that here. But my friend literally got hers printed out the other day at your establishment. And she works for them. Not only that, but it was the rude manager that I had to talk to. And she said, you need to go on Workday. And they know I don't have Workday anymore. They know that I don't have Workday anymore. And they know I don't have an account with them. And I can't call them. So she told me to call the Whataburger, the Whataburger Center or whatever. And then I went there again on Tuesday. I talked to a different manager, one of the managers that I used to work with, and I really liked him as a manager. I really did. And the thing is, I asked him the same thing in the same manner, like I was literally begging at that point. And he told me that he can't do it here. And that I have to call the Whataburger contact center. And he gave me a number. I have the number right here. And I told him, well, last time your other manager gave me the wrong number. And I don't want that happening to me again. So if this is the wrong number, I will have to call IRS because that is important. And it's for my baby. And he got mad and said, "You can try." Like, he really said that. And he said, "They're not going to do anything." I really need this for me and my baby, because if I don't get this, I'm risking someone else getting a hold of my taxes, someone else getting a hold of my name, someone else getting a hold of everything that I own. Like, this is important. This is really important. And I don't want to have to take them to court. I don't want to have to sue them because of this type of stuff, because I don't want to have to get the law involved. Because I used to work there for them. I used to love working for them. But it's come to the fact that I have to, struggle like this without my food stamps and without my taxes. And I'm trying to be strong, I really am, but this has affected me so much for my mental health and all this other stuff. This is important, and I'm getting really sick of this. And I just really want this to be over with already. And I'm just really trying so hard. I need a minute, guys. Hold on one moment. I am really trying to be calm throughout this entire thing, but I don't know how to be calm when my situation is this bad. And I know I'm pregnant and I can't be crying, I can't be getting upset, but it's hard whenever you have this stuff going on and you have to worry about so many things. Like, I still have to worry about bills, I still have to worry about stuff that I have to get for my baby, and I still don't have my food stamps or my taxes. Like, they were supposed to send it to me, but they sent it to the wrong address, and now I'm worried about someone getting a hold and using my name and using my tax money that I worked hard for. That tax money that I earned this year was supposed sorry. It was supposed to be used, all of it was supposed to be used towards the baby. All of it was supposed to be used towards the baby. And now, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Because I don't have my W-2s. And this job is not helping at all. It's making me stressed. And I don't know who to call or who to talk to. Because this is my first time. My first time that I have to deal with something like this. And for me to be this young, I shouldn't have to worry about all of this. You know, I just became a mother. I'm literally becoming a mother in a few months. And I really have to struggle to get where I need to be because of like all of these like problems that I have to face alone. And I'm really, really trying here. Like, this job isn't helping at all. And even the lady at the Texas Human Resources office, when I talked to her, she's like, I can't keep the line held up for you. You can't keep going to your car. In that moment, she should have asked me for all of my papers, not just the one. And it really frustrates me too because she was being rude with me. And I just feel like everyone's against me right now. And it's really hard for me. I don't know what I should do. But I am trying to be strong. And this is not something I would wish on anyone, but the thing is, why does this have to happen to me? I didn't even do anything wrong. I'm just trying to help my baby. In the end, I always get the short end of the stick. And it's like just the fact of thinking about someone else getting a hold of my taxes, it hurts me because that money is supposed to go for my baby. Who is gonna make up that money? Like, who is gonna make up that money if someone else uses my taxes? Nobody's gonna refund me. Nobody's gonna give me my money back. Because for all they know, I could have already gotten my taxes and I could have already used it for whatever. But that's not even the case because I haven't gotten any mail and they sent it to the wrong address. They sent it to my mom's old house address and someone else lives there already. So, I'm stressing out. And I have to deal with these kinds of people. And I don't think I'm ever going to work for Whataburger again. Because of all this stuff that I have to go through right now. And I might even have to take them to court. Or like, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I hope that they get the karma that they deserve. Because this is not right. It's not right at all. And I'm very distraught. I'm very distraught. And I really, really hope that karma will get all of them. Because at this point, they're doing me so wrong. And I used to work for them. I used to work for these people. And of course, it's a government place too. The government always covers up everyone's wrongdoing. And that's why it's like hard for me to get all of this stuff done. And like, this is my first time being a mother. And now I can't even get the stuff I need for my baby. Because my stupid job, I don't work there anymore, but this stupid job has screwed me over to the point where, like, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Like, I feel so, like, I'm just in so much pain, and my mental health is literally draining to the point where I can't control my anger, and I can't control my stress. And like, I don't even have anyone. All I have are my friends. And like, it's the fact that they do this to a lot of people. They do this to a lot of people who stop working for them. All because they lost a good worker and they wanted to make her pay or make them pay. Like, it's not fair. It really isn't. And then they had the audacity to say that if I quit, I won't be working for them for at least 2 years. Okay? And that's my problem. How? I can easily get another job. Right now, they're withholding my W-2s, and that's illegal. I don't know if you know this, but in the state of Texas, your job can't withhold your W-2s. And they most definitely can't keep your W-2s from you. So, in the end, it's not going to end well for them. And if I have to, I will. I will take them to court and I will sue them because this is for my baby. This is for my baby. And they're doing all this stuff to stop me. But this is for a little child that's about to be born. And now I have to go through all this. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I hope I end up doing the right thing. Because this is just unbelievable. This really is. And I'm really sick and tired of it. And I don't want to have to keep going up there and talking to them if they're not even going to, say anything back. Like, it hurts. It hurts. And, they have this little group chat that all the managers talk to, and they're probably talking bad stuff about me right now. Like, hey, this girl keeps coming up here, and she did this, and she did that. Okay, well, continue to talk about me, because that's not going to get you anywhere. That's not going to get you anywhere. In the end, it will most likely, get you somewhere where you don't even want to be. So, the more you talk bad about people, the more bad you will get. So, I'm a good person, and I do everything I can. And it hurts me that it has to be this way, but if I have to, I will. Because that's my W-2s and my food stamps. If I can't get those before this baby comes out, what is my baby gonna do, huh? I don't even know what I'm gonna do. Because this is just not fair to me. Like, I have to struggle. And literally, I'm a first-time mom. I have all of this weight on my shoulders. Like, it hurts. It hurts. Well, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Most likely because, I'm like, stressing out and stuff. I don't want to do it because of the baby and stuff. And it's hard on me right now. And, I'm most likely never going to work for Whataburger again because Whataburger sucks. And not only that, they do everyone wrong. It's not a good place to work. So, bye guys. Have a good day. Please have a really good day. Better day than me because, all this stuff is happening and I just want things to get better because I have a baby on the way and, I really want to do everything I can to make up the money for this baby. I don't know if you guys already know, but I am starting to make jewelry and I'm selling it in Texas. if you guys go to my Instagram, y'all can message me or DM me. I can make you guys a custom one. I have a whole bunch of stuff that I am, like a whole bunch of jewelry that I'm selling. And it will really help a lot at this time because, you know, I don't know when I'm gonna get my whole thing situated, but I hope I get it soon because I'm just not doing well. And it's a pain right now, and I'm really praying that things will get better because, you know, I just want things to get better. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. Have a good one. Bye.